Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Nate Great 321 here on a cold, rainy, miserable day. So I figured I'd show you what I've bought over the past 3 weeks, because it's been 3 weeks since I made a pickups video. And to be honest, I don't have that much really. It's been kind of a dry couple weeks as far as video game finds goes. Thrift stores and Goodwills really haven't had anything, so it's been a pretty disappointing month, but by my theory, that means that something good should be coming up, so let's hope. But yeah, start off, I guess you already all saw that in my last video, hopefully. The Donkey Kong Game & Watch for $2.95, so I won't talk about that. Next things I got here were at a Goodwill for like $3 each, I think, $2.50. It's two Super Nintendo controllers, and this one's just the standard stock Super Nintendo controller. I took it apart, cleaned it up, it looks really nice. So it was kind of beat up when I got it, it's pretty dirty, but I cleaned it up and it looks new to me, so I mean, I'll take that. And I bought this one. It's like I usually don't like buying third-party controllers or kind of stuff by other companies like Mad Catz and stuff. They usually suck, but this one I actually like a lot. It's the SN Pro Pad. I don't know who it's made by. It's got all the kind of turbo switches and stuff, and I don't like it for that. The only reason I really like it is because it's bigger than a normal Super Nintendo controller, so to me, it feels more comfortable in my hands. I don't think I have that big of hands or anything, but I don't know. I always thought the Super Nintendo controller was a little squished in, and this one feels a lot, bigger and a little more comfortable. So, cool controller. 3 NES games here. Got this one today, actually. Tetris for the NES at Goodwill for $2.38. For some reason, Goodwill always ends their prices in like 38 cents or 35 cents. I don't know why, but they do. It's Tetris. I mean, not much to say. I'm pretty sure all of you know about Tetris, and I have that for Game Boy too, and it's like the exact same game. But, don't fix what ain't broke, I guess. So, it's Tetris, it's fun. This one is Tiny Toon Adventures boxed, and I had heard good things about it, as, people, remember it from their childhood, being fans of Tiny Toon Adventures and stuff. And for nostalgic purposes, sure, I mean, this, brings back the characters and the music and stuff, that's cool, but I mean, if you take away the Tiny Toon, license on it, it's really like average platformer, borderline below average. It's okay. It's meant for kids, so I mean I wasn't expecting like, anything super tough, but it's average, I guess. Came boxed. Box is in good condition. The book and the game and everything that was in here is like mint, and it even came with a little styrofoam thinger on the bottom of the box, so that's always cool. It was $7, I think, is what I paid. So I don't have that many boxed NES games, and I'm always on the lookout for ones in good condition, because I do want to get more. So yeah, that's why I got that. And this last one here, I've heard a lot of good things about recently, and I had never heard of it until a couple people, I think, Back Forward Punch made a review of it, and recently Sneztastic did a kind of Let's Play of it. And I hadn't heard of it until those videos started popping up, but it's Shatterhand for the NES. This game is awesome. I mean, it brings together elements of other NES games like Batman, Journey to Silius, like Mega Man and stuff like that. And it does everything really well. It's an awesome action platformer for the NES. You can probably find it pretty cheap. I think it's a pretty common game. I got it for $3. So definitely recommend this. This game is really awesome for you fans of games like Journey to Silius and Batman. Super Nintendo game here. Final Fight 2. Fatal Fury 2, my bad. Not Final Fight. Fatal Fury 2. They're both FF, whatever. But got it for $4. It's a fighting game, and I mean I can't help but compare it to Street Fighter. Can't help but compare it to Street Fighter. It's basically the same, to me at least. I'm not like a fighting aficionado or anything, but I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I do want to kind of get online and learn the special moves for the characters and stuff. I don't know it that in depth yet. But from the little I played, it was pretty entertaining. Pretty standard fighting game. So these next two games are a bit of a departure from what I normally buy because they're actually modern games. And I rarely buy those because they're too expensive, and I just am not as into that as I am into the retro stuff. But I do, I dabble in the modern stuff. I am looking for an Xbox too, an original Xbox, so I'm trying to, get more into the semi-modern stuff, I guess. But this game I've heard so much about that when I saw it, I was looking at it and I just kind of holding it in my hand, walking around the store with it, like, do I want to buy it? Do I? Yeah, because it was like 15. I think it was $15, and I wasn't looking to spend that much that day, but I eventually gave in because I knew I had to experience this game. That's Shadow of the Colossus, and I want to reserve my judgments on this game till I finish it because I want to get the complete experience, because that seems to be what it is. It's like an experience. But from what I've played, it's a lot of fun. It's just basically a bunch of boss battles back to back. There's nothing like in between it except you riding on a horse getting to the boss battle. So interesting concept, very awesome art design for this game. If you've ever played Ico on the PlayStation 2, I believe it's the same person, same designer and stuff, same person behind it. Upcoming game, Last Guardian, that's what it's called. It's getting a lot of hype because it's the same person as this in Ico. So pretty revered, person. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting game, and I guess from what I'd seen so far, I'd recommend it. But I do want to finish it before I, give a complete review. Maybe I'll do a review of it. I don't know. A lot of people have, so I don't know what else I could say about it that hasn't already been said. But yeah, Shadow of Colossus, $15. This is really a departure for me. This is the last game I have of the video, and the reason why is because it's a new game. I bought it new, sealed. It's a PlayStation 3 game. This is the first PlayStation 3 game I've bought since March, when I bought MLB 09, the show. I don't buy them that often, new or used, just because I don't like spending that much on one game. I just kind of got out of that habit when I started getting into the retro games. So now if I see a game that's like $50, I think, geez, how many NES games or Genesis games could I get for that? So my mind has been kind of like shifted towards the retro cheap sense. But I've wanted this game for a while, and I had like an FYE coupon, and so I got like $10 off it, I think. So I paid $50. Probably could have got it cheaper if I waited, but for the life of me, I've never seen a used copy of this game anywhere. And I was going to try to hold out for that, but I figured, whatever. And that'd be UFC Undisputed for PlayStation 3. And I would only recommend this if you're into UFC. I don't think a general audience would really get much out of this. I am into UFC. I like it a lot. It's made by THQ, so they're the dudes that make like all the WWE games. But this game's really fun. I've played a few UFC games before, and this is by far the best one I've played. A lot of people don't like the online, from what I've heard. The standard kind of lag issues, connection issues. People quit like right when they're about to lose, so it's kind of annoying. But I haven't played online yet. I've started the career mode, and honestly, it's just been like me and my roommate doing one-on-one matches, and that's where I think this game really shines, is when you have two people in the same room just yelling and screaming and getting into the game. It's so much fun in that sense. And a really intense game. Awesome fun. If you're into UFC, really check it out. It's really well done game. Really cool. Controls take a little bit to get used to just because they're kind of complicated. It's, a more complicated sport than people kind of give it credit for. It's a lot of, motions with the right stick and button combos and stuff. So, it's difficult to kind of master, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes a lot of fun. So that's what I've picked up these last 3 weeks. It's not a whole lot, but I figured I'd share it with you guys before it, piles up and becomes too much for one video. So hopefully, look for a review this weekend, Saturday. Really busy day for me, but maybe like late Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, something like that, I can hopefully hammer out a review. So I'd like to do that, and yeah. So for now, NateGreat321, signing out.